No judgment, no shame, just hope, health, and healing. Hi, this is Dr. Randall. I'm a health and healing advocate and author, and I do these Friday videos in my attempt to educate, to empower, to inspire you to health and healing, because it will transform your life for the better. And while I'm here inspiring you and educating you and just rooting for you, know that there is no judgment, no shame. Everyone has to decide for themselves when they are ready for a health and healing journey and when they're ready to accept help on that journey. And believe me, there are people out there that do want to put shame and blame. I just had a conversation a couple days ago with a few people that were like, everybody knows that ultra-processed foods are bad for us, and everybody knows that we should be getting off sugar, and everybody knows that there are natural remedies to some of these problems that we're dealing with, and that so many chronic diseases are reversible. And I was like, whoa. We all know that. We have all educated ourselves. We are all experts, but that does not mean the average person understands these things. And so this video message is just to tell you there is hope. But again, at your own time, when you're ready. Decades ago, when I was full of trauma from childhood and early adulthood, I didn't know I needed a healing journey, and I certainly didn't know I needed a health journey. Yes, I was a typical person who used fast foods, convenience foods, sugary desserts as comfort food. Sure, that's what culture tells us to do. And I want to stress to you that we have been lied to for decades. So number one, we've been lied to by big health and big pharma that has told us literally and all through our TV commercials that there is a pill for every ill. And there's even a pill for the adverse side effects of the original pills. And so it's no surprise that many of us are on 3, 4, 5, 6 pharmaceutical drugs. And they weren't meant for a lifetime, but they've become a lifetime, and they've become something very profitable for big pharma companies. So that's the big lie number one. The second lie is, since the 1960s, we have been misled about what is healthy, what are healthy foods, what our diet should look like. And we mistakenly blamed fat, healthy fats, and healthy cholesterol, and demonized certain foods that should never have been demonized, and made all these low-fat, no-fat products that have made us fatter, sicker, obesity, diabetes, hypertension. All these things are on the rise because of our food system. And many of us are still unaware of these things because we think we go to the grocery store or the fast food restaurant, these things are safe. And I can tell you that 90% of the foods in the typical supermarket contain dangerous materials or byproducts. And it's just a sad state of where we are today. But there's hope. So let me give you one last thing to think about. I'm an introvert, INFJ. And so I don't meet a lot of people purposely, at least in social settings, but online, social media, sure. And 9 years ago, this week, I sent a message on Instagram to a person who had been liking my photos and just saying, hey, thanks for liking my photos. Thanks for the supportive comments. And she replied with this lengthy message, and we became fast friends, deep friends. And we're now married, have this beautiful life on this wonderful hilltop. Never imagined it. It wouldn't have happened if I hadn't been on a healing journey. That was 9 years ago. That was right at the tail of the biggest part of the hurdle of my healing journey. So when you're ready, start that healing journey that will automatically turn into a health journey when you see how horrible health is right now. And there's hope. Hope for a better life, hope for love, hope for community, hope for peace, for loving yourself. All right, enough to think about for today. I have all the resources when you're ready on my website to get started on that healing journey. And I just wish you so much, and I'm just waiting for you. See you next week.